The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 55. Hey, Delta. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Lawrence will throw. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who is still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams would be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be complete to Dillon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He's he's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake. Winston. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On second down, Cook. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Short yardage, Winston. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Cook. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And shedding through the tackle. And he's got room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
This is Dillon on the counter.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jameis to throw it. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Winston. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Now Younghoe Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alpha.
Now Lawrence. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
The score, Cowboys 17, Chargers 10.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for him because...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, Winston. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Touchdown!
Elijah Moore
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Jarrett Wilson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the interception, Winston sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chargers 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Moore.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got three. Three down. Three down. Mike 4. Mike 4. Here we go.
Takes 3. 218. Jump it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down.
Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On the move to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Go on, go on.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, A.J. Dillon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Winston here to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Winston.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Dalvin Cook.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Gano for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cowboys, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to